What happens when a relaxing day of fishing turns into a tale of terror? In this video, we're counting down moments that transformed serene seas into scenes of suspense and shock. These are not your average fishing event. They're the kind that haunt your dreams, where the catch of the day might just catch you. Hold tight and brace yourself as we reveal the 20 most disturbing fishing moments ever. Number 20. Shark slaps a woman in the face. In the vast, unpredictable ocean waters, a group of thrill seekers found themselves in a scene straight out of a Hollywood thriller, far from the calm of their intended South African vacation. They were off the coast where the ocean's surface teemed with life, with dolphins and sharks alike converging on a swirling bait ball, a spectacle as mesmerizing as it was intimidating. Among the onlookers was Emily, a seasoned veterinarian and wildlife enthusiast. Her eyes sparkled with awe and a touch of fear as she and her friends hovered close to the action in their inflatable dinghy, closer than any movie theater seat could ever offer. The air was electric with adrenaline. However, they were unaware that the main event was just about to unfold. Suddenly, with a swift and powerful motion, a shark's tail broke through the water, striking Emily squarely in the face. This unexpected slap, more comical than menacing, shocked everyone on board. In a moment that seemed to mix slapstick comedy with a touch of danger, the shark, perhaps amused by its own antics, took a playful bite at their dinghy, deflating it slightly. Panic and laughter mingled as the group frantically reached for the air pump, struggling to keep their vessel from sinking. What had been their safe haven quickly turned into a precarious situation. Despite the chaos, the thrill of this close encounter still sparkled in their eyes. The shark, oblivious to the havoc it had wrought, disappeared back into the depths, leaving behind a tale that would forever be etched in their memories. Number 19. Poison on board. In this clip, what might initially seem like a routine or even comical fishing scenario quickly turns into a tense and cautionary tale. The fishermen reel in a fish that starts flopping wildly on the deck. To the untrained eye, this might appear harmless. A fish out of water, unable to pose any real threat. However, the reaction of the experienced fishermen tells a different story. Why are these seasoned anglers backing away and warning each other not to get too close? This isn't just any fish. It's a razor-toothed, poisonous barracuda. Known for its aggressive nature and sharp teeth, getting too close to a barracuda can lead to severe injuries. These fishermen understand the danger all too well. Despite its frantic flailing, which might seem merely chaotic, the threat this fish poses is very real. Barracudas are notorious for their ferocity and have been known to attack snorkelers, mistaking them for prey. The mere thought of having such a creature inches away from one's skin is enough to send shivers down anyone's spine. The fishermen's knowledge and caution likely spared them from a potentially perilous situation. Imagine if someone less experienced had made the catch. Picture an amateur angler, unaware of the danger, holding the barracuda up for a photo. The outcome could have been drastically different. Number 18. Sea lion caught inside a net. In the chilling waters off the Russian coast, a group of fishermen were about to experience a fishing trip they'd never forget. They were pulling in what they thought would be a net overflowing with fish. But as they hauled it closer, something felt off. The net was unusually heavy, even considering their typically large catch. As they peered into the depths of their haul, a pair of bewildered eyes stared back at them. It wasn't a fish at all, but a massive, blubbery sea lion accidentally caught in their net. The sea lion looked just as shocked as the fishermen, its big, round eyes conveying a clear sense of bewilderment. This encounter quickly turned into a strange, silent moment of realization, a surreal face-off between man and marine giant. The fishermen, in high spirits despite the unexpected guest, decided on a quirky solution. They grabbed a hose and gently sprayed the sea lion with water, hoping to encourage it to return to the sea. Surprisingly, the sea lion seemed quite at ease, lounging among the fish and pondering over its unusual situation. After a while, perhaps feeling it was time to move on, the sea lion gracefully slid off the boat, creating a huge splash as it re-entered its natural habitat. The fishermen burst into laughter, their amusement carrying across the waves. Number 17. Catching a double-mouthed fish. Debbie Geddes, a resident of Florida, is no stranger to the unusual and bizarre, given the state's reputation for all things strange. However, nothing could have quite prepared her for the shock she experienced during a fishing trip on Lake Champlain. As she was fishing, Debbie felt a strong pull on her line, signaling what she hoped would be a hefty catch. What she hauled in, though, was beyond unexpected. It was a fish with two mouths. This extraordinary discovery left Debbie astounded. Quickly realizing the rarity of her find, she captured several photographs of the dual-mouthed fish and sent them to her colleague, Adam Fitu. Adam, who runs a dedicated fishing Facebook page, promptly posted the images online, where they rapidly caught the attention of the digital world. The images of this unusual fish sparked widespread intrigue and debate among internet users. Theories about the cause of the fish's second mouth abounded, ranging from genetic anomalies to the impact of environmental contaminants. Yet, despite the fervent discussions and numerous theories proposed, the exact cause behind this peculiar mutation remained unsolved. Number 16. Bare-handed shark fishing. Under the intense Queensland sun, a group of Australian fishermen gear up for an exhilarating challenge: bare-handed shark fishing. In these vibrant waters, their targets are the formidable bull and tiger sharks, known for their sheer strength and aggression. As adrenaline surges and the thrill of the chase takes over, one fisherman dives boldly into the thrashing sea. Armed with nothing but his own strength, he confronts these marine titans up close. Unlike traditional fishing, there are no hooks or harpoons here. It's all about human grit against shark muscle. The encounter is a primal display of power. The shark, taken by surprise, lashes out in a raw burst of energy. The fisherman, undeterred, maintains a firm grip on either the shark's dorsal fin or gills. With each powerful thrash, the shark gradually expends its energy, its resistance fading against the fisherman's steadfast hold. This dangerous dance is not about cruelty or conquest. Any shark deemed too large or aggressive is respectfully released back into the ocean. This practice is not a hunt for trophies, but a profound test of human limits and a balance of survival and respect played out in the vast theater of nature. While minor injuries such as cuts and bites are part of the experience, serving as badges of honor and tales for the campfire, no fisherman has sustained serious injuries. Number 15. Squabbling with a shark. Imagine a typical fishing scene. Two friends at a lake or river, each playing their part to land a big catch. They might even bicker over who gets to claim the prize. Now picture a twist in this scenario, where the challenger for the catch isn't your fishing buddy, but a shark with a taste for easy meals. In this unusual encounter, a couple was fishing not in shark-infested waters, but somewhere sharks aren't typically expected. Just as they were about to reel in their catch, an unexpected guest decided to join the fray. A shark, seemingly too lazy to hunt on its own, had been lurking nearby, waiting for the opportunity to steal a meal. As the woman began reeling in their catch, her partner readied the net, but just then the shark made its move. Dramatically, the shark leaped up, snatching the fish right off the line in a bold display of opportunism. One can only imagine the force of that tug. Had it been stronger, it could have potentially pulled the woman overboard. And in those chilling waters, the previously caught fish would have seemed merely an appetizer to the shark, with the woman becoming an unintended main course. Number 14. Octopus versus bald eagle. In the quiet waters near Vancouver Island, a dramatic battle of survival was taking place just beneath the surface. A bald eagle, a symbol of freedom and power, found itself unexpectedly entangled in a life-or-death struggle. The eagle, having swooped down to snatch what it thought would be an easy meal, became the prey of a large octopus. Known for their ability to blend into their surroundings and ambush their prey, the octopus had the eagle firmly within its grasp, locked in what seemed to be a terminal embrace. A nearby fishing crew, in the midst of their daily routine, witnessed this extraordinary encounter between avian might and marine cunning. They watched as the majestic bird flapped its wings in desperate but futile resistance, caught in the cold, unyielding hold of the octopus. Moved by the sight of the struggling eagle and torn over the decision to interfere with nature's raw proceedings, the crew ultimately decided to act. With a collective resolve, they approached the scene of this aquatic clash. The octopus, stubborn and determined, clung to its catch, but the humans persisted. Slowly, they managed to free the eagle from the tentacles ensnaring it. As soon as it was released, the eagle seized its chance for escape and took flight, leaving behind its underwater foe. The octopus, though defeated in this encounter, slid back into the deep, undeterred. This event left the fishing crew as witnesses to one of the most stirring encounters in nature. Number 13. A freaky three-legged creature. Fishermen capture what no one was supposed to see. Off the chilly shores of Coney Island, a fisherman felt a sudden tug on his line. An unexpected and bizarre catch was on its way up. As he pulled it in, his expression twisted with astonishment. What he found on the end of his line seemed straight out of a mysterious tale, a slimy, three-legged creature with a bulbous head shimmering in the sunlight and a fishing line hanging from its wide mouth. The sight was both familiar and utterly alien. This oddity had the typical characteristics of a fish: gills for underwater breathing, a spine suggesting a basic skeletal structure, and scales that offered some protection. Yet, it also boasted appendages that eerily resembled lizard limbs. Perplexed, the fisherman hurried to the local aquarium for insights. The experts there were just as fascinated. They identified the creature as an Atlantic wolffish, a species noted for its rare ability to walk on land. However, this specimen was exceptional even for its kind, measuring an impressive 3 feet in length, a giant among its peers. Typically found in deeper, colder waters, this wolffish's presence in the shallow, sunlit waters of Coney Island was puzzling. Was it drawn by the warmth, or was it simply lost? The reason behind this deep-sea dweller's venture into shallow territory remained a mystery. Number 12. Ancient mummified mermaid. From the mysterious depths of the Pacific Ocean, just off the scenic shores of Shikoku, Japan, comes an extraordinary find that has captivated the curiosity of both skeptics and believers. A mummified creature that strikingly resembles the mythical mermaid. Allegedly retrieved between the years 1736 and 1741, this mermaid presents a haunting visage with a human-like face and a fish's tail, complete with eerie details like pointed teeth, 2 hands, and hair on its head and brow. Currently housed in a temple in Asakuchi, this 12-inch-long mummified mermaid is more than just an ancient relic. It's said to possess the mystical ability to grant immortality to anyone who tastes its flesh. This legend has prompted a team of scientists from Kurashiki University of Science and the Arts to conduct a thorough investigation to uncover the truth behind this enigmatic specimen. Utilizing modern techniques like CT scanning, the researchers aim to peel back the layers of history and myth surrounding this find. The intrigue deepens with the discovery of a historic letter dated 1903, penned by a former owner, which claims that the mermaid was caught in a fish net off Kochi Prefecture and mistakenly sold as an unusual fish in Osaka. It eventually became a treasured family possession. Skeptics, including Hiroshi Kinoshita of the Okayama Folklore Society, suggest that the mummified mermaid might have been crafted during the Edo period, an era known for its rich folklore and intricate artistry aimed at captivating audiences both in Japan and Europe. Kinoshita proposes that the creature might have been manufactured from various living animals, a common practice for creating curiosities meant for export or local exhibitions during that time. As this year progresses, the scientific community eagerly awaits the publication of the findings from the research team. Number 11. A very hungry crocodile. In this gripping episode, what began as a serene fishing trip quickly turned into a heart-pounding encounter that demonstrates just how abruptly nature can disrupt peace. Fishing, often celebrated for its tranquility and almost meditative quality, can indeed keep you calm and collected. However, the sudden jolt of danger can transform this calm into chaos, making the experience alarmingly unforgettable. In the featured clip, a group of fishermen are enjoying their day, successfully hooking a fish, their spirits high as they reel it in. But as we've seen in tales where nature has other plans, their calm day was about to be shattered. Just as they thought they were about to celebrate their catch, an unexpected guest zeroes in on their prize. With only moments to react, one fisherman spots a ripple in the water, an ominous sign of trouble approaching rapidly. It's not another fisher angling to steal their catch, but something far more daunting: a hungry crocodile. This predatory beast, too lazy to hunt for its own meal, decides to target the fisherman's hard-earned catch. In a startling display of nature's raw power and speed, the crocodile makes a dramatic leap towards the boat, narrowly missing crashing into it. Undeterred, it even attempts a second lunge, escalating the fisherman's fright to new heights. Number 10. Strange-looking fish. During a fishing trip in Colombia in February 2019, anglers stumbled upon a truly unusual catch. They reeled in a massive fish with a bizarre appearance that suggested it might be an entirely undiscovered species. This wasn't just any fish. Everything from its fins and tail to its random spines defied conventional aquatic forms. The shape of its body was odd, and even more striking were the fur-like materials covering its eyes and around its mouth, along with bone-like fragments dotting its skin. Given its strange features and the rarity of such a find, the fishermen faced a decision about what to do next. After some deliberation, respecting the mysterious nature of their catch and recognizing its potential significance to biodiversity, they chose to release the fish back into the water. Number 9. Tasmanian giant. Freshwater crayfish. Nestled in the serene rivers of Tasmania is the mighty Tasmanian giant, freshwater crayfish. Known for having the largest claws in relation to its body size of any aquatic creature, this leviathan is a formidable sight. With colossal blue-black claws that click against the rocks, it moves with a slow, deliberate grace. These armored giants wield their enormous pincers with incredible force, able to crush their prey in an instant, all while being finely attuned to the subtlest currents and vibrations in the water thanks to their sensitive twitching antennae. Yet, the life of this crayfish isn't just about hunting. It's also about combat. Rival crayfish often emerge to challenge one another, engaging in dramatic battles for dominance. These encounters, featuring warriors with gigantic claws locked in a display of raw power and agility, are true spectacles of nature's intensity. Despite not always coming out on top, the crayfish carries the scars of these battles on its shell, each mark a story of survival and conflict. Living up to 60 years, these crayfish are not just survivors in their habitat. They're symbols of resilience against environmental threats like habitat destruction and climate change. Number 8. As you fish, something fishes you, Imagine a fisherman setting out for what he expects to be a peaceful day on the water, aiming to catch some carp and snap a few photos. However, the day takes an unexpected turn when he finds himself the target of another predator, an enormous anaconda. Anacondas, while massive and intimidating, typically do not attack humans unless provoked. Known for their sensitive nature, these creatures can react aggressively if they feel threatened. Picture this. The fisherman, unknowingly, drifts into the anaconda's territory, sparking a startling encounter. This snake, feeling its space invaded, decides it's time to take action. The scene becomes tense as the giant snake makes several aggressive swipes at the boat. It's not just fishing on this day, it's about survival. The fisherman is forced to retreat, navigating his boat with caution to avoid further angering the already agitated anaconda. Number 7. Fish with legs. The Gurnard fish, a creature that seems more suited to the pages of a fantasy novel than the ocean's depths, was recently discovered by a man and his friend during a marine exploration. This remarkable species can be found along various coastlines around the world, from the sunlit shores of the Mediterranean to the pristine waters of the Pacific Ocean. What sets the Gurnard apart isn't just its wide distribution, but its fascinating means of movement. While it might seem as though this fish has legs, what it actually possesses are modified pelvic fins. These aren't legs in the conventional sense, but are instead specialized appendages that allow the Gurnard to walk along the ocean floor. This distinctive form of locomotion is not just a quirky trait, it serves a critical purpose in the Gurnard's survival. These legs enable the fish to navigate through the seabed's various crevices and crannies, searching for food in places where swimming might be challenging. This adaptation showcases the incredible ways marine life has evolved to meet the demands of their environments, turning the ocean floor into a bustling network of paths for the Gurnard to explore. Number 6. Catches 500-pound grouper in tiny boat. Off the vast Florida coast, a seemingly ordinary day was about to become legendary in the world of fishing. Alone in his modest kayak, angler John Black was poised for what could only be described as a David versus Goliath showdown. His opponent? A colossal 500-pound grouper hidden in the ocean's depths. As John cast his line into the blue abyss, the massive fish took the bait, sparking a fierce tug-of-war. His kayak teetered dangerously, swaying with the immense force of the grouper, a titan of the deep. The odds seemed overwhelmingly against him, but John's determination was steadfast. With Herculean effort, he maintained his grip, even as the grouper's powerful pull snapped his fishing rod in two. Unfazed, John continued the battle with half a rod, wrestling the mighty fish with unwavering resolve. Spectators along the shore watched in amazement as this epic struggle unfolded before their eyes. Finally, man and fish surfaced together, a moment so extraordinary it seemed almost surreal. There, victorious, stood John, his broken rod serving as a testament to his grit and spirit. Before we move on, here's today's subscriber's pick. Off the exotic coast of Thailand, a group of fishermen encountered the unbelievable. A creature thought to exist only in maritime myths was suddenly part of their catch. Fishermen capture what no one was supposed to see. The image, captured in a moment of astonishment and triumph, shows the fishermen proudly posing with their unprecedented find. However, before the catch could be celebrated further, authorities intervened, demanding the destruction of all photographic evidence of this mysterious creature. Despite their efforts, one photo survived, secretly uploaded to the cloud from a confiscated cell phone. More intriguingly, the fisherman on the right in this photo has vanished since the incident. Now we turn to you, our curious viewers. What do you think this enigmatic creature could be? Why would the authorities want to suppress these images? And what might have happened to the missing fisherman? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. Number 5. 19. Stone catfish. In the tranquil waters of Italy's Po Delta, an incredible scene was set to unfold. A battle that would make fishing history. Dino Ferrari, an angler celebrated for his skill, was about to engage with a true giant of the deep, a Wells catfish, tipping the scales at a remarkable 19 stone. From the moment the battle began, it was clear this was no ordinary fish. As Ferrari struggled with his rod, the immense power of the catfish was evident. An audience gathered, watching in silent awe, their eyes fixed on the churning water, anticipating the moment the giant would emerge. With a dramatic splash, the massive catfish broke the surface. Its huge size took everyone's breath away, but Ferrari remained steady and determined. The air was thick with tension as he continued the fight, his focus never wavering from the colossal challenger. After an intense and heart-pounding effort, Ferrari finally reeled in the giant. Cheers broke out among the spectators, their voices echoing over the water, celebrating his victory. This moment not only marked a new world record, but was also captured on video, later circling the globe, highlighting his exceptional skill and the breathtaking spectacle of nature's might. Number 4. Two-headed shark. Imagine reeling in a shark with not just one, but 2 heads. This isn't a scene from a sci-fi movie. It's what professional fisherman Nitin Patel experienced during a routine fishing trip off the Maharashtra coast of India. The catch was astonishing. A 2-headed shark measuring just 6 inches long. While it might sound like the makings of a maritime legend, this small creature was very real, and its discovery certainly turned heads. Despite its size, the appearance of such an anomaly in nature is quite rare and startling, even to seasoned fishermen like Nitin. Keeping with his usual practice, Nitin didn't keep the tiny shark. Instead, he took several photographs before releasing it back into the ocean. These images were quickly circulated online, sparking widespread fascination and debate among the public and scientific community alike. Researchers have been keen to study the photographs to learn more about this peculiar phenomenon. They speculate that the shark could be either a spade nose or a sharp nose species, both known for giving birth to live young. This sighting could mark the first recorded instance of a 2-headed shark in this region. Given the increasing concerns about water pollution, particularly in developing areas like India, scientists caution that we may see more such anomalies in the future. Number 3. Living tongue. In a scene that seems torn from the pages of a science fiction story, a phenomenon occurred in 2021 that could unsettle even the most seasoned fishermen. Imagine reeling in a sturdy 6-pound carpenter fish, only to discover that the real intrigue lies within its mouth. Not with the fish itself, but with what's taken the place of its tongue. What the fisherman saw upon inspecting his catch was truly startling. A pair of small, blue alien-like eyes staring back at him. These eyes belonged to a tongue-eating louse, a parasitic isopod that has a life cycle and survival method straight out of a horror movie. This creature starts its life by feasting on the blood of the fish's tongue. As the infestation progresses, the fish's tongue eventually withers away and detaches, allowing the louse to clamp onto the remaining stump with its powerful legs. In a bizarre twist of nature, the louse then transforms into a living parasitic replacement for the tongue. This relationship, as eerie as it might sound, is a form of symbiosis. The fish continues to use the louse as if it were its own tongue, while the louse, in turn, feeds on the fish's mucus. Remarkably, the parasite does not inflict further harm on its host. In fact, removing the louse can be more detrimental, leading to excessive blood loss or impairing the fish's ability to feed, which could be fatal. Number 2. Unidentified. Catch out in the vast ocean, the line between reality and myth often blurs. giving rise to stories that resonate through the ages. One such story unfolded during a routine fishing expedition in the azure waters of the Mediterranean. It was an ordinary day until an extraordinary force tugged at the fisherman's net, hinting at something far beyond the usual catch. As the net was pulled aboard, the fishermen were met not with a typical sea creature, but with something straight out of maritime legend, a creature with the semblance of a human, a mermaid. This being had distinctly human-like hands, webbed, as if designed for a life submerged in the ocean's depths. The air was thick with astonishment as the creature managed to free itself and swiftly disappeared back into the ocean, leaving the net empty, but the minds of the fishermen filled with wonder. This moment, captured on video, sparked a global sensation, fueling debates and discussions. Skeptics waved it off as an illusion or a trick of the imagination, while believers saw it as tangible proof of the legendary creatures that dwell in the deep. Number 1. Caught a swell shark. Captain Jamie Rendon, skipper of the tourist fishing boat Dr. Pescado, expected just another typical day at sea as he headed to his favorite fishing spot off the coast of Baja. However, this day was anything but ordinary. Within moments of arriving, he hooked something extraordinary that demanded attention. It was a shark, but not one you'd expect to see. This shark sported an unusually large belly, sparking curiosity and wonder. What Jamie had caught was a swell shark, a unique species with a fascinating defense mechanism. When threatened, swell sharks perform an unusual trick. They bite their own tails and gulp seawater, inflating their bodies to a size that deters predators. This swelling makes them resemble a bloated horseshoe, an effective deterrent against larger predators looking for a quick snack. This peculiar ability aligns the swell shark more with pufferfish than your typical shark. Jamie managed to capture this rare spectacle on camera before the shark deflated, preserving a visual reminder of the day he caught a shark that could blow itself up like a balloon. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.